Hello everybody again, and welcome back to my channel. I figured I would show you guys Waylon's first 3 rides. Now this is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Each ride was approximately 10 to 15 minutes long, and these are just some highlights of it. So this is Waylon's very first ride. Now yes, I have sat on him many times within like the past year, but never with the intent, hey, I'm going to try and steer, I'm going to try and halt, I'm going to try and back up. This is the first time where I am actually not just sitting there. I am trying to tell him what to do. So that's why I am considering this as his first ride. So in this video, we are using Crow for ride number 1 and ride number 2, which is our new Mustang, which I'll introduce her later on. But we trotted our first night because we wanted to see what he would react to increased speed with a rider on his back. And I just kind of sit there and be quiet as I can be. And I do actually half halt him here, and he comes down really nicely. So I hope that was me half halting and not just him seeing Crow slow down, so he slowed down. And then right here, I'm talking to the owner of the facility, and she's just ecstatic that she just saw Waylon and I take our first trot steps. And that's what ended our ride. We're just chit-chatting with her, and then we go around a little bit more, walk around, and after we're done walking around, we just halt near the camera, and then I'll eventually be getting off here in just a little bit. I don't like being directly behind the mare. Yeah. I really don't. Okay, that works. Good
boy, Waylon.
You had a very good day today, Waylon. So this is the following day. Again, here I am getting on Waylon. First, I put all my weight on, but not actually get on, and then here I am getting on. And that's just a test how jumpy he might be right when I get on. And then we're just walking around this day. We're doing a lot more. I'm trying to get him to steer before we steer Crow either left or right, trying to get him to start that inside circle, which he kind of gets like caught up on a little bit, and he doesn't really like being on our inside. And then right here we get distracted by the barrel, and he starts licking it. It's just Waylon doing Waylon baby things, you know. And then, but we do get him to move on pretty well, so I am happy with that. Today, Waylon was pushing his boundaries a little bit more with Crow, like putting his ears back, seeing what he can get away with, just trying to pick on her a little bit more. So that's why we didn't really try much. We just wanted to have a good ride and him to respect the horse that is ponying him. Because he's always been ponied by Gator, which is just, okay, you do what you want, I'm just going to take it. Because he's used to baby thoroughbreds from the track. So he's used to the one getting picked on. He doesn't really set boundaries. Now Waylon, he needs to learn how to respect other horses. And Crow's the perfect one to teach him how to respect other horses. Because she has boundaries, and those lines are very clear, and her discipline is heck to the no. It is not just no, it is no. So that's actually really, really good from Waylon, because he hasn't really been taught horse cues and horse behaviors just because Gator's kind of a pushover and that's who he's been around. And then here, I'm asking him to back up, which I was really happy with. And then he's just trying to nibble on Sam a little bit. And I just try and encourage all the licking, chewing, and curiosity. But he did end up nipping him a little bit, so. And then I just get off. We live, so yay, that's always a win. This is the next day. We ended up trailing to Green Hill Equestrian Center, which is our local community equestrian center. Now, unless the arena has a gate on it, you're not allowed to let your horses just roam free. So I do have to hold Gator the entire time, and Gator's just being a bump on a log. And yeah. So, but this was our first time where no one was holding him when I mounted. And I mounted off of a barrel, which that was the first time for that. And Waylon was very, very good at that. And this is the first time he's not truly being ponied. Like, yeah, Waylon, Gator's there, but Gator's literally sleeping. So I'm just holding on to Gator just because so no one can report us and say I have a loose horse. And so we're just trying to turn, we're backing up, and we're just walking forward. That's all we are doing here. He gets a little reactive here, but I think it's just mainly because Gator's getting reactive. And then he kind of snaps out of it real quick. Then that's when Gator softens up some. And I wish I had a longer line for Gator, and that's what I'll probably do in the future. And then the Waylon riding videos stop here, but I'll show you some clips of ponying him around earlier that day. Full clip, Gator gets kind of carried away and kind of takes off and forgets Waylon's behind him.